The soap opera is over, Raider Nation, but hold your horses, because this runs way deeper than just announcing a name. The question that will define the next decade of this franchise isn't who is the coach, but rather, did the Las Vegas Raiders just find the NFL's next offensive genius, or did we make the mistake of handing the keys to the franchise over to a bunch of interns? Klint Kubiak is the guy, but he's already looking to bring his buddy in to coordinate the offense. And rumors about the #1 overall draft pick, this Fernando Mendoza kid, have absolutely exploded in the last 2 hours. Buckle up and smash that like button right now, because today was absolutely insane in Henderson, and I'm not sugarcoating anything for anyone. Let's get straight to the point. No fluff. The Las Vegas Raiders have a new head coach, and his name is Klint Kubiak. 38 years old, Super Bowl champion, Seahawks offensive coordinator, and son of the legend, Gary Kubiak. Here is the fact. The ink is dry. After firing Pete Carroll on January 5th, and let's be honest, that was long overdue, the front office didn't panic. And this brings me to the first thing that made my jaw drop: discipline. Do you guys have any idea how rare that is for this franchise? In recent years, it felt like the right hand didn't know what the left was doing. It was a circus. But this time, John Spytek in the front office interviewed over 15 people. 15. They looked at the top defensive names. They talked to the whole league. But their #1 target from day zero was Kubiak. They waited for Seattle's season to end. They didn't blink. That is unheard of for us. Now, why Kubiak? This is where the story gets juicy, and where we see Tom Brady's fingerprints all over this thing. The info I got from sources inside the building is that the interview on January 31st wasn't just good. It was described as incredible. Kubiak didn't walk in there spouting motivational nonsense. The guy came in with data, with heavy analytics, dissecting the game at a level of detail that left Spytek and Brady looking at each other like, he's the one. Remember that story about Brady in Tampa Bay? How Spytek would bring him binders, literally binders upon binders of data on opponents, and Brady would devour it to find a minimal edge? Exactly. Brady is a detail freak. And Kubiak? The guy is their football soulmate. A source told me he fit with Brady and Spytek like a glove. What does this mean for the team? It means the era of gut feeling is over. No more of that old school mentality of doubling down on the stakes, because that's how we've always done it. Carroll got the boot precisely because he was stubborn. Kubiak is the opposite. He's a football nerd, a guy who will turn over every stone to find that 1% chance of winning. My honest opinion, is it a risk? Obviously. He's young. He's going to have a massive learning curve. Mark Davis is betting the house on a rookie GM and a rookie head coach. But for the first time in years, there is unity. The owner, the GM, the minority owner, Brady, and the coach speak the same language. It's no longer that disjointed patchwork mess. The Raiders have decided they are going to be a modern, offensive, and analytical team. Whether it works, only time will tell. But seeing the franchise act with a plan and conviction instead of desperation, brother, that's a win in itself. It's going to be a wild ride, but at least we have a pilot in the cockpit. If the Kubiak hiring already has you skeptical about the inexperience, wait until you hear this bomb that Tom Pelissero dropped. Because new coaches are like politicians. The first thing they do is bring in their friends. The ink on Kubiak's contract hasn't even dried, and we already have the favorite for offensive coordinator, Andrew Janocko, the Seahawks quarterbacks coach. Oh, Ryan, who is this guy? He's Kubiak's right-hand man. They worked together in Minnesota, in New Orleans, and now in Seattle. Where Kubiak goes, Janocko follows. The upside? Immediate chemistry. They won't waste time learning each other's terminology. The offense will flow from day one of training camp. The downside? It's the buddy system. If the offense stalls, who is going to stand up to Kubiak and demand changes? His best friend? That's dangerous. Spytek said he wants the best, But bringing in Janocko feels much more like a comfort hire than raw competence. We need people who challenge the system, not just yes men. But hold on, because Janocko isn't the main story here. What's making my Twitter blow up is who Janocko and Kubiak are going to be coaching. All the arrows, all the rumors, everything points in one direction. Fernando Mendoza, quarterback, #1 overall pick. That's right, the plan leaked. The expectation in Las Vegas is that we use the #1 pick to grab Mendoza and put him in an offense with Ashton Jeanty running the rock and Brock Bowers destroying the middle of the field. Think about it. Mendoza is talented but raw. Jeanty is an absolute beast. Bowers is elite. SpyTech already warned us. We have capital, we have resources, and we're going to be aggressive. He doesn't want a team to luck into 10 wins next year. He wants a meticulous build. What does that tell me? That 2026 is going to be the lab year. We're going to have a rookie QB, Mendoza, a rookie HC, Kubiak, and an OC who has never called plays at this level, Janocko. That is a lot of people learning on the job at the same time in the hardest position in sports. SpyTech said it clearly. The work has already begun. We have the tools to fix the roster faster than people think. He cited the Patriots and Jaguars as examples of quick turnarounds. But let's be honest, nation. Our current roster is horrific. It's one of the worst in the league. Kubiak isn't a magician. If the plan really is Mendoza at #1, we are talking about a total reset. Forget winning the Super Bowl in 2027. This is a project for 2028, 2029. The question is, will Mark Davis have patience? Because if Mendoza starts throwing 3 interceptions a game and Janocko doesn't know how to adjust, the fans will be calling for everyone's heads by Halloween. The stakes are high. The potential of this offensive trio, Mendoza, Jeanty, Bowers, is mouth-watering. It's pure video game stuff. But in real life, without a decent offensive line and with a green coaching staff, it can turn into a nightmare fast. SpyTech promised sustained success, not immediate success. Are we ready to suffer a little bit more in the name of that bright future? Bottom line, Klint Kubiak is our commander, approved by the analytical lens of Tom Brady. Andrew Janocko is likely taking the offense, and the name circled in red for the draft is Fernando Mendoza. It is the riskiest and at the same time most exciting project I've seen in Las Vegas in a decade. Now I want to hear from you, who suffers every Sunday with me. With a rookie head coach and a likely rookie QB, where do you set the bar for 2026? Do you accept a 4-win season if the team shows evolution? Or does Kubiak have an obligation to fight for a wild card spot right out of the gate? Give it to me straight in the comments, because I'm reading everything. I'll catch you in the next video. I'm out.